Have you ever sat in class staring out the window and wondered what it would feel like to wake up on another planet? Imagine instead of the blue sky above your school, you saw a red, dusty horizon stretching forever. That's Mars, Earth's neighbor, and the biggest dream of scientists and space lovers. But here's the real question. If humans actually tried to live on Mars, could we survive? Or would it turn into our biggest nightmare? Mars may look beautiful in NASA photos, but the moment you step onto its surface, reality hits hard. The first and deadliest problem? Air. On Earth, we breathe without even thinking. But on Mars, the atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, which means one breath outside your spacesuit, and you're gone. To survive, humans would need giant sealed domes, oxygen machines, and plants to recycle the air, almost like building a little Earth inside Mars. But even if we solve air, what about water? Mars is bone dry. Yes, there's frozen ice under the soil, but melting it won't be easy. Imagine needing massive drills and heaters just to get a few liters of water every day. And without water, there's no farming, no cooking, not even a cup of tea. Next, let's talk about gravity. On Mars, it's only 1/3 of Earth's. At first, you'd feel like a superhero, jumping higher, carrying heavy loads with ease. But after months, your bones and muscles would weaken. Kids born on Mars might grow up taller, but too fragile to ever return to Earth. And then comes the cold. Mars is not just chilly, it's brutally freezing. Average temperatures can drop to 80 degrees at night. Even with heated shelters, one small power failure could freeze everything in minutes. And if that wasn't enough, Mars also has dust storms so massive they can cover the entire planet for weeks. These storms block sunlight, making solar energy useless, which means your power, food production, and even life support could suddenly fail. Now let's imagine food. Forget fertile fields or fresh fruits. Martian soil is toxic, full of chemicals deadly to humans. The only way to grow crops would be inside artificial greenhouses with special lights and carefully managed soil. Life would feel less like living on a planet and more like surviving inside a giant science lab. But maybe the hardest part isn't air, water, or food, it's isolation. Imagine living in a small colony with just a few hundred people, millions of kilometers away from Earth. No weekend trips, no quick calls for help. Even sending a message home would take up to 20 minutes each way. On Mars, you wouldn't just be living on another planet, you'd be cut off from the rest of humanity.